Good evening, welcome to another edition with yours truly. It's the return of the interviews as requested by my loyal fans. I get asked, where's your interviews? Are you doing any more? And I decided to do some research on who would benefit from an interview, and I came across the name of a drag queen on a Pride fundraising event poster. Joining me on the line is a man who took part in Newcastle Drag Idol competition 2018, runner-up to the contest, and he was featured on a BBC Three documentary regarding his career in drag. By day I'm a barista, and by night I'm a drag diva is one of his quotes that he likes to use on a daily basis. I had a chat with him earlier today as he was doing some practice routines with last year's champion Gladys Duffy before he was booked to talk to me. But I managed to grab him for a little bit, so ladies and gentlemen, sit back and relax and welcome the fabulous Miss Layla Sphynx. Hello Layla.
Hi.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yes, really well, really well. Spring's upon us soon.
Oh, I know.
Thank you for coming on here. Just put your feet up and relax and let's have some fun.
I will do, let's go for it.
So tell me, from what you remember at a young age, when did you realise that you were gay? And how coming out as gay to your parents was something that was a potential challenging stage?
Yes, no, I mean, from a young age I always knew that I was different. I just didn't really know what that meant.
Yeah.
And I was quite a young bloomer, so I mean, it was never really anything that I questioned for a long time until I was a little bit older. And
was
then,
it in your teens or something that you had suspected that it could be?
Yeah, it was in my late teens, and it was always something that I thought my parents really wouldn't accept. I was always I was always really torn about what to say, and I mean, finally at the age of 18, I just it was probably the most easiest coming out story ever. We just sat around.
And how did your parents take it?
And I turned around and said, well, I mean, they were absolutely fine with it. They completely shrugged it off, and it really wasn't a big thing. I think the conversation lasted all of 5 minutes, and that was about it.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, well, at least you've got a nice supporting family around you. That's the main thing.
Oh, no, completely. They're so supportive.
Your mum, from what I understand, took quite a while to get used to you being a drag queen, but she's now your biggest fan, isn't she?
Oh, she is. Literally, she's my biggest fan. She constantly messages me, asks me what performances I've got coming up.
Yeah.
All the time. She's such a huge supporter now, yeah.
And you told me as well, she's giving you outfits as well to try on and wear. And she could be your manager, really, couldn't she?
Oh, literally, within a heartbeat, she'd be my manager.
If I was a drag queen, I'd certainly want my mother to give me tips and advice on what to wear and not to wear.
Oh, no, totally. Every single time I see her, we'll go and we'll look through her wardrobe, and she'll be like, here, I don't wear this anymore, here, have this, and we'll try things on together, and yeah, no, we just have a really good time with it now, yeah.
Good. And so how long now have you been doing drag?
I've been doing drag for about 6 years now.
6 years. Yeah, because there's some amazing other drag queens as well, like Pebble Dash and Theresa May and Miss Ophelia B. And by God, Miss Ophelia is one lovely person, isn't she?
Literally, she's amazing. Newcastle has some amazing legendary queens and some amazing legendary to-be queens coming up on the scene, definitely. I think we have such a huge variety of drag queens in Newcastle in general anywhere.
Yeah.
And all of them are so lovely, and they all have their own aesthetic, and I think that's why so many of them do so well as well on the scene. Yeah.
You've done some work as well, Layla, for Bad Wear Day. Is that a clothing range or something? Or give me some in-depth detail.
Yeah, so Bad Wear Day is a new apparel company that I've recently collaborated with.
Yeah.
They're amazing, they're so talented. They do all the designs. It's not just, we have my Layla Sphynx collection, which they designed for, and I gave little hints and stuff like that into what I wanted the collection to look like, but they primarily designed the whole thing as well as other collections that they have.
So they've got tops at different prices, etc., like t-shirts and
oh yeah, completely. I mean, we just said that we wanted it to be affordable so that everyone could afford whatever they wanted to buy. But yeah, no, we've recently collaborated on my Layla Sphynx collection, and I love the whole thing.
Oh, that's good. Going off Layla a moment, as Marco in your personal life, you work as a barista, don't you? And I love the one in North Shields because I go there where I live. It's lovely and clean and nice surroundings. So what's your position there?
So I work at Starbucks. as a shift supervisor, and that's been since I graduated. So that's probably about 5 years now as well.
So you're like a supervisor?
Yes, I'm a supervisor.
Did you start off as supervisor, or were you an employee at first?
No, so I started off as a barista, and then I was promoted within like 2 months.
Bloody hell! Well, you must be very good at your job then.
Well, I enjoy being in charge. That's
good.
What it is.
Good. So you were a runner-up in last year's Drag Idol, and Gladys Duffy, who you've just been practicing with earlier before you came on air, was crowned last year's champion. And she's so funny, isn't she, Gladys, and so bubbly. I could drink her under the table.
She's hilarious, and like you said, I've literally just been rehearsing with her for her Drag Idol performance on Sunday, and I genuinely turned around and I just told her she's an absolute comedic genius. She's hilarious. I'm so excited for everyone to watch her performance.
Because she basically owned that stage, didn't she?
It's absolute gold. She's hilarious.
As I mentioned before, Marco, Ophelia Bowles is another lovely drag host. Everyone's auntie. What was your relationship towards Ophelia like in the contest? She's like a referee, and she's always listening to what others have to say, and whether it's like a positive or a negative discussion or situation.
Yeah, no, definitely. Ophelia is such an auntie to the scene. When I was in Drag Idol last year, we had a relationship like she does with all of the girls. But my relationship was obviously stronger with my mentor, Miss Rory, and with Danny D as well. But yeah, no, Ophelia has been nothing but supportive, and it's so incredibly humbling to see her just help so many up-and-coming queens get into drag and to really like refine their drag. She's such an amazing person.
Because
we're so grateful to have her.
Ophelia is currently the third host of Drag Idol, because I remember Chris Howe presented the very first Drag Idol in 2006, because obviously he created it, and then the following year Miss Kitty took over until about 2014, I think, and then after that Ophelia took over as a presenter. I know there have been standing presenters when she hasn't been around, like Peter Durant, because I know Peter Durant hosted one night last year.
Yes, he did.
He's a nice fella, isn't he, Peter?
No, he is, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, it's very hard to replace Ophelia. She does such an incredible job.
So it sounds like they're there she's there for as long as they want her.
Oh, completely.
You mentioned Miss Rory as well, but obviously a lot of people probably thinks that she's probably one of the most bitchiest drag queens, but on a positive note, she's downright funny and hilarious, and obviously she's amazing on stage when it's Newcastle Pride. And to be fair, in my mind, she doesn't really need to read all the cards for introducing acts, etc. But I've noticed she looks towards the audience most of the time when talking. So obviously we've talked about Miss Rory professionally, but as a person, what is she like?
I mean, look, I think Miss Rory has been one of the most supportive people on the scene for me, along with a handful of others. But I couldn't speak any more highly about her. She honestly is absolutely amazing. Look, you can say what you want about her, about the way that she performs, and it's just her style of comedy. And to be honest, I don't think anyone would want her any other way. She's absolutely hilarious. She bounces back and forth with any audience. Put her on any stage in front of any audience, and you know well you're going to have such an amazing time. She's such an incredible performer, and she's passed on that incredible energy to me. Yeah. And every single time I get to perform at Boulevard, or if she's in the audience, I only ever want to make her proud. I just feel so grateful to have her support, definitely.
Jack Plastic, if you're listening, love, I know you won't mind us mentioning this, but I remember the charity night one time, and Miss Rory was on stage having to announce the raffle numbers, etc. And somebody came up on stage, one of the raffle ticket holders, and she says, one of the most exciting prizes ever is to give Jack Plastic another hiding.
Well, I mean, they have that mother-daughter relationship, so I was like,
oh my god! But obviously, Jack saw the funny side of it, of course.
Oh no, totally. They have that relationship between them. It's hilarious to watch them together.
Yeah, Jack's a good host as well on Northern Pride events.
Oh, he is. He's one of my sisters. He's amazing.
Tell me about Honey by Robin, because you featured you were selected to feature in the music video, but you got the cut, didn't you?
No, I got the cut. I know.
But did you enjoy it?
I mean, oh my god, it was amazing. So she released information on her social media for you to create like a video interview, essentially.
Yeah.
And they were picking people through the interviews. I'm sure. I think a lot of people applied. They told us that there were a lot of people applied, and only a select few of us were chosen.
Mm-hmm.
But so then, luckily, I got to take Jack down to London with me, and we spent all day recording with her music video. It was incredible.
And did it was it like from morning till evening type thing?
Yeah, so I think we were there for probably like about lunchtime, and then the music video didn't wrap until 10 o'clock in the evening.
Ah, good. You will be performing at the Boulevard as advertised on social media, alongside many other artists like Frenchie Kiss for a Pride fundraising night. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Tell us more about that.
So that's happening in May. I can't quite remember the day off by heart. I've got a feeling.
May the 7th, I believe, is on the Monday.
The 7th. Amazing, at Boulevard. So it's a select few of us. I know that Jack Plastique and Michael Madison have organised it. They've put so much effort into creating this event for everyone. It's a wide, diverse range of us from the scene, all coming together in order to raise money so that we can have our dance cabaret tent back for Pride. Because I know that a lot of people miss it. A lot of people have complained that it wasn't there last year. Which is why a lot of us were able to perform on main stage last year.
Well, she's bringing it back
definitely with it. Yeah, and we're just all there to just have an amazing night and just raise some money, and just celebrate each other, and hopefully get our dance cabaret tent back at Pride, because we know that it means a lot to us.
Yeah. Oh, here's a good one. If you were trapped in the lift with a nice hot muscular guy, who would that be and why?
Oh my god. So it would either have to be John Cena, the wrestler, or it would have to be Tom Hardy, the actor.
Why? So when you say John Cena and Tom Hardy, why? Is it just their masculine looks, or is it their body?
I mean, for both of them, like it's the masculine looks, it's the way that they look. But then you also in interviews they have like another side to them, and they're very funny. I mean, like, to be honest, looks aren't everything, but they have like a humorous side. I think that's what's attractive.
Yeah. Favourite film and actors, Layla?
Say what?
Favourite film and actors?
Oh my goodness.
God, I'm putting you on the spot, aren't I?
I know, literally. So favourite actors, definitely Meryl Streep.
Is that because of Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, by any chance?
Do you know what? I've never seen Mamma Mia. How embarrassing is that? No, I've seen her in like Devil Wears Prada, and I've seen her in a couple of other independent movies. August Osage County is one of my favourite movies. It's quite depressing, but I love it. Jessica Lange from American Horror Story, which I'm obsessed with. I'm trying to think what other movies. My favourite movie that I could watch over and over is Avatar.
Yeah.
And also I'm really into like Lord of the Rings and like the Hobbit movies. I could literally watch those on repeat constantly. Oh,
my sister Rachel likes Hobbit, and she likes Frozen and that, and she draws characters, etc.
Oh yeah, no, completely. I mean, I think my aesthetic is, it can be quite dark without being gothic. It can still be very like dark and glamorous, and it's definitely pulled from like actors such as like Jessica Lange and figures like that. No, definitely.
What's the next one? I can't see this sheet. Hobbies apart from drag, of course. What are your favourite hobbies in your spare time?
So I'm a huge exercise fanatic, obviously, with being like a trained dancer.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with like anything like cardio, like running. I think that's just a way for me to get like my like spare energy out at the end of the day. Anything artistic. So I used to do a lot of like sketching and painting when I was younger, and I think that's just transferred into now just painting on my face and doing drag instead.
Oh, I'll mention this as well. Obviously, it's not on my list, but obviously I'll just come to my brain just out of nowhere. The BBC Three documentary. Tell the viewers how you managed to get yourself onto that documentary.
So the way that very first started was that one of the producers from BBC, The Greatest Dancer, saw my Drag Idol final performance from last year. They saw it on social media, and they messaged and they were interested in me auditioning, and then that resulted in me going down to Birmingham and auditioning for the live rounds of The Greatest Dancer. And while I was there, BBC Three were filming like a behind-the-scenes documentary about what it's like to be a dancer and what it means to people to be a dancer, and it just kind of went from there. They came and filmed at my parents' home, interviewed my mom, and we kind of collaborated on what it meant. Oh yeah, so adorable. She's so cute. But yeah, so it was just about the collaboration, just the mixture between being a dancer and being a drag queen at the same time, and what that meant for me.
Yeah. Oh, let's go a little bit personal now. Favourite food and drink? What's your favourite food and drink?
Food is pizza. I could literally eat pizza all day long. Without a shadow of a doubt. Literally just pizza. And favourite drink?
Vodka?
Oh no! If we're talking alcoholic, it has to be tequila every time.
Oh, nah, I couldn't. I've done it once.
Oh, yeah.
Never again. It was absolutely vile.
No, tequila every time, every flavour. I could just drink bottles and bottles of the stuff.
Oh God, nah, never again.
It's going to be a good night when the tequila comes out.
I had to stick a lemon in my mouth as soon as I've drunk it because it's very, very, very hot and very strong.
Oh, well, that's the best part of it.
Oh, you would say that.
Definitely, that's the best.
What advice would you give to any gay men or women that want to take up being a drag queen or drag king, not just as a hobby, but as a career?
I would say do your research. There's hundreds and hundreds of videos online, even if you're not part of a scene, if you don't live in the city. I know it can be very hard to find other people that are like you, but there's so much information on the internet.
Yeah.
I've sat and watched thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of YouTube videos on hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, really get into your favourite fashion styles and really create your own niche and your own signature. It's fine copying other people to begin with in order to find your footing.
I know Lucifer's a good expert in fashion and makeup and that, because I've seen Lucifer on YouTube.
She's incredible. I love Lucifer. She's amazing.
His mate Carl, he was dressing him up as a drag queen for the day, and he wanted to see what it was like. And honestly, he looked glamorous when they did him up.
Literally so incredible.
Finally, Marco, take a minute of your time to tell the viewers on how to find you and contact you for more information.
So you can find me on Facebook and Instagram under Layla Sphynx. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram under my name, Marco Emke, as well. I have a YouTube channel under Layla Sphynx that I usually post my performance videos under. And also check out my Layla Sphynx collection at badwearday.com, and have a look at all of their other collections as well. They're absolutely amazing. But any support would be hugely humbling.
No bother. Layla Sphynx, thank you so much for giving up your spare time for this interview.
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Take care now, and I'll see you on the fundraising night.
Amazing. I can't wait to see you.
Okay. Ta-ra, Flower. Watch what you're doing.
Alright. Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. Until the next time. Goodbye.